Hello, home buyers. This is Rene Ruiz with SoCal Purchase Loans, and today I want to share an affordability solution with you. We realize that this is a tough market, and some people are simply choosing not to buy. It's not necessarily the route you want to go. Right now, you can get concessions from sellers because of the weakness in the market, and I want to show you how you can use those concessions to best serve yourselves. So, what I'll be going over is the 2-1 buy down. There's other flavors of the temporary buy down that I'll share with you, but here's why I'm sharing this information with you. Affordability is the main reason the real estate market is slowing down, and sellers are more willing to do concessions now than they were 6 months ago, a year ago. And the solution that we're proposing is a solution that saves both the buyers and sellers money. So it's feasible. It's something that can actually work. Let me show you. In the example, we are going to look at a temporary rate buy down, the 2-1 example. That means that you are purchasing a home, you're getting a fixed rate, 30 years, and then in the first year, the interest rate is going to be 2% lower. In the second year, it's only 1% lower, and then by the time you get to the third year, it is back to where it should be. In the example I'm using, we used a 7.5 30-year fix, and then you can see in year one, the rate is 5.5, and then in year two, it's 6.5. Well, if you go all the way down to the bottom, you can see what the monthly savings are. Well, in the first year, the buyer is going to save $978 per month. In the second year, the buyer is going to save $499.77. In the third year, we're back to where things should be. Now, the intention here is to refinance the loan. Once inflation abates and interest rates come down, we anticipate a year or two before that happens, there's going to be opportunities to secure fixed rates that are close to what you see here in year 1 and 2. However, for the time being, rates are where they are, and either buyers choose not to buy or they look for creative solutions. Now, the concession has to come from the seller. I have labeled at the top, it's approximately a 2% concession, but fact is it's actually a dollar amount. So if you're going to try to negotiate a temporary buy down, please reach out to us. In this example, the exact dollar amount needed for the buy down is $17,735. But it changes. It's different based on the price point and the loan amount. So if you are negotiating one, please let us know. Also notice that there's a 1-0 buy down. Let's say you can't get the credit needed for the 2-1 buy down. Well, maybe you can get a smaller credit, and then we can do a 1-0 buy down where the interest rate is only bought down by 1% in the first year, and then by the second year, things go back to where they should be. Now, let's say you can actually get more than 2% in credit. How would that look, or what can we do with that? Well, if you can negotiate a 5% concession, we can combine the two strategies. We can take a permanent rate buy down and a temporary buy down and stack them. Now, in the example I'm showing you, I used 3 points from the seller to buy down the rate to 6.625, and then I used the temporary buy down. That brings the rate down to 4.625 in the first year, to 5.625 in the second year, and then again back to 6.625 by the time you get to the third year. Well, the monthly savings that the chart is doing is comparing years 1, 2, and 3. Well, what happens if we compare it to paying full price, no concessions? Well, I did the math, and it's $1,377.51 in savings by combining the two, the temporary and the permanent buy down. Now, what would the seller have to do in order to basically net you the same monthly payment as far as a price reduction goes? Well, I did the math, and I calculated that if we keep the rate at 7.5, compare that to the 4.625 that you would pay on the 2-1 buy down as a combo in the first year, well, it's $220,000. So the question is, do you think you can get a 5% concession from the seller, or do you think you can get him to reduce the price to $220,000? I'm not even going to answer. Here's things that you need to remember. There are interested party contribution limits. That means that you can't get more than a certain amount from the sellers, from the agents, or from the interested parties in the transaction. Also, there's specific verbiage that needs to be included in the RPA if you're doing the temporary buy down. By all means, reach out to us and we're happy to help with that. Also, the temporary buy down credit, as a reminder, is not exactly 2%, as a dollar amount calculation. Please reach out to us if you're interested in trying to work out the numbers. Again, this is Rene with SoCal Purchase Loans. I thank you for watching. I hope that you are willing to share this video with anyone that you know that could benefit from it. And by all means, if you can think of any other topics or questions that you have that you'd like us to answer, we are willing and happy to do a video for you. Thank you again for your time. Make it a great day.